This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Betsy, you're starting your spaceship. You're checking all your controls and knobs.
Yep, everything is prepared to go.
And we're ready for takeoff.
Let's go.
Yeah. Betsy.
Marcy.
We haven't had a guest in a while.
No, and I didn't think we were going to for a while.
Yeah, but then last week I got to do another podcast with our today's guest.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, because I had met her before and wanted to have her on. And it was the perfect opportunity to be like, I gotta get her on because she's so funny and she's so cool.
I'm so excited.
You're gonna like her, I can tell. She's a comedian and I already love her. Lindsay Adams, welcome.
Ooh.
Hi. Wow, what a nice thing to say. And it's mutual. I'm so excited to be here. You guys are cool. I'm excited.
It was so fun to do the show with you. She walked in, Betsy. It was one of the producers of the show is Love It or Leave It.
Yeah.
It was one of the producers, Kendra James, very cool woman, also a podcaster, reality TV aficionado as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was her birthday and you baked her. I don't know what you baked her, but
I baked her a brown sugar Pop-Tart bars with like a miso caramel. I was really proud of it. Oh
my God. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
I was really proud of it.
I hope you didn't notice it, but I started to say thank you.
No, I didn't notice it, but I would have taken it. I would have fully taken it.
But they weren't for me. They were for her.
I was kind of hoping.
It would have meant she would have to open them up and give them to me.
Oh, I
Marcy
wanted her
wants
to. I wanted her to open them up. I was like secretly hoping she'd be like, this is for everybody, but apparently she's hoarding them, which is her right.
It's how it should be. Literally, I was like, that's so nice. And you're like, yeah, happy birthday. And I was like, don't say thank you. It's not for you. These aren't a present for Marcy at all.
No, it's not unusual for me to show up with baked goods though. So
Wow.
You're in addition to being very funny, you're a baker as well, right?
Yeah.
Like not professionally, unless you are.
No. Well, I'll do like I don't know, I do stuff every now and I do custom cake orders, mostly for comedians and stuff, and now all of them have kids. So I'll make their kids cake and stuff.
What's like the hardest cake you've had to make?
Oh, good question.
Ooh, I feel like the one that I was most nerve-wracked about was do you guys know Erin Lennox?
No.
I know of them, but
she's her son Wilder has pretty big expectations in regards to his cakes, and he was really obsessed with trains. And so I did a Thomas the Tank Engine cake with like a lot of fondant, and I was so scared that it was gonna look shitty, and I spent a lot of time on it. And then it ended up being fine, and also it was for a 3-year-old, so it was like, who cares?
But that's who's going to tell you the truth.
right.
100%. And it's so funny too, because it's like going to like comedians' kids' birthday parties. It's all comics hanging out with like their kids, and my favorite part of that is the fact that it doesn't matter how talented or great or important the comedian is, their kid will still wipe their hands on their pants.
Yes.
Like they'll still like come by and be like, sorry, dad, like fuck your pants.
Also, a really interesting thing, and I know you've seen it too, Betsy, is watching your comedian friends try to heal their own wounds actively while they're parenting.
I
Oh,
love that.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can just be like, "Oh, you're trying to treat them in a way you've never been treated." Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see that all the time with my friends who have kids.
It's awesome,
It's
and also, can you get them to just go away too? Just they're
I
being a
know.
little much. I know we
I
want to be
know.
nice to them, but
But sometimes a little discipline's not a bad thing.
look, we
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
funny from people being mean to us. Don't
Yeah.
deny them that.
We don't need to fully gentle parent.
Right.
I feel like it's just created a lot of kids who are like, how about you go fuck yourself? And their parents are like, it's fine. It's fine.
If
Just
that's
let
how
them.
you feel, if that's
Yeah,
how you
it's all
feel.
about like you got to take care of you, you
Yeah,
4-year-old.
have your boundaries.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm like sitting here with my cat on my lap. Yeah, I don't know if you saw me like looking around because she likes to get on my lap a certain way. But I was like, every parent has become a cat owner where you just accept everything because you're
Yeah.
like, oh, you have to watch their needs. And I, in this moment, was like, oh, yes, all parents are now cat owners. And it doesn't matter how crazy or bad your child is. You're like, you just have to deal with it. Yeah, they
Yeah.
walked in shit and then stepped on your face. That's normal. I love
That's
them.
just what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Betsy, do you have a cat too?
No,
dog.
a dog. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Animals.
Animals.
My
The best
favorite.
things.
The
Um,
best.
Now, we could talk about pets and baking it, and we will talk about the paranormal, but I want you to tell our listeners about you have 2 stand-up shows that you have like running.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Saturday night at Stories in Echo Park, I host Good Heroin with Rob Hayes, and who's another super funny comedian. And that's every Saturday at 7 p.m.
Awesome.
And
Oh,
yeah.
a
And
weekly
then
show is like, that's work.
yeah.
weekly. Well, we have a producer who's a goddess. And so she handles so much of it, but I definitely show up and yell into the mic. So and it's usually like a really good lineup. And then Monday, I host a really kind of loose, fun workout room in Eagle Rock with Will Miles, Sam Wiles, and Michael Joyce. And so it's kind of just like it's at a taco place outside. It's really great.
Great.
That's
Yeah.
the way. I mean, a taco place outside is such an LA, like,
Yes.
it's like you can't get that. You can't get that everywhere. You know, and also like
Can't.
that's doing the work too. Like,
Yes. Yeah, if you can get a taco
Yeah.
crowd to laugh, an outside taco crowd to laugh,
Oh.
you're doing good. You're doing good.
Well, there's like nothing. It's right across the street from Vidiot. So
Oh,
we're
fun.
like,
Oh,
people
yeah.
come by. And there's so many comics who live on the east side. And we're like,
Yeah.
if you want to fuck around, come fuck around at this taco place and, read from your notebook.
That's so fun.
I mean, that's so cool. Like I think I heard like John Mulaney like just jumped up on some open mics a couple days before he hosted the governor's ball or whatever. Whatever he just
Crazy.
recent. Yeah, like he's like, "Oh, I want to try out." Unlike some comedians who host award shows, he wanted to try out his stuff real quick
Wow.
and see if it worked. I'm talking.
Weird.
I'm shooting right at Aubrey Plaza, who hosts the Independent Spirit Awards.
Yeah. How
kidding.
dare she never rehearse her opening monologue and
God.
throw the writers under the bus.
Oh my God, her
Oh
best
my-
friends for her whole life too. My neighbor, her best friends. No, I'm joking. Well, everyone should check out your shows, but now we're gonna get into the
Yeah.
paranormal part
Oh,
where
yeah.
we ask you, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Mhm. I'm someone who believes that anything is possible. So I do feel like there are energies at play that I don't understand in some sense.
Mhm.
I don't know if as people we're ever going to be able to fully define what what those energies or spirits are, but I do think that there are people I'm really skeptical of mediums only because I've seen so many. But
Personally,
Yes. Yes.
personally, I've seen like maybe 6 mediums.
Whoa.
Wow.
I've seen several. I was so into this for so many years, but I think that there are people who are like able to be vessels for messages, but I think as humans we're flawed,
Mhm.
and I think that sometimes it's, things get mixed up, or they're not right. I used to host a comedy show at a crystal shop, and we would have like mediums come and
Fun.
do shit.
Awesome. What was the wildest thing that happened? Do you remember any moments where people were like, dude,
All the shelves fell down.
Oh, yeah. The
No,
wall started bleeding.
I think that's the interesting part, is we would have people, and there were several times that we had mediums or like metaphysical type people, and it absolutely did not work. Like they
Well,
would try to read people in the audience, and it was like someone was like, yeah, I mean, kind of.
Also, like, if that's not what they're good
that
at,
was honestly
yeah.
the funniest part.
Yeah.
If someone isn't used to
I mean,
doing
that's
it,
the thing.
then
We
yeah.
left it open ended.
Yeah. That's
But I do
ballsy.
think that we had one that was on Ghost Hunters, a medium from Ghost Hunters.
Who?
Yes.
I can't fucking remember her name, but she was so far off on everything that it was incredible. Like I wanted her to be like, "Hey guys, this isn't my thing," but she, like I
Wait.
wanted her to be like, "This isn't the right environment."
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
wanted her to like change careers mid-show.
That's what I
no.
thought too, of
I
like
can't do
realize
this.
like, oh no.
This is not for
I
me.
guess I
don't
gotta
know
go
what I've
back
been
to
doing. Oh my god! Oh my god!
No, I was like, I was waiting for it because it was just kind of going so poorly that I was like, just stop. Like, I
Right.
want you to stop. She was coming at me. My dad is dead. So one of the reasons why I've seen so many mediums is because right after I started going to like a million mediums,
Mhm.
and like her message to like from my dad was like, he's talking about a shoe. Is there
Does anyone in your family have a shoe?
Yeah, and I was like, girl.
Wrong. Wrong.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't.
So I believe.
But you believe, but mediums, you're honestly like I haven't had a direct relative, like one of my like nuclear family relatives pass. And I think
Yeah.
that when it is that close to you, like it is way more offensive if someone is just fucking around.
Sure. I really didn't get offended as much as I was just like, you're not on your shit. I was like being like a really stupid bitch about it. A part of me is like, if I can afford you, or if you're selling your services, you probably don't have like the gift. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be able to afford you.
You want Tyler Henry.
I want Tyler Henry. That is what I want. I got like diet Tyler Henry right after my dad died.
Whoa. And did it work? Or like did you feel like, okay.
I felt like there was something. He got a couple of things wrong, but then he said a couple of things that were pretty they resonated. I think, you know what? I think the biggest thing is that I think the answers from my dad that I wanted, and so I was like, fuck this psychic.
Yeah.
I was like, this psychic sucks. Can't you fucking yell at him? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So
And that does make sense. Like you put a lot of pressure on because you are like, I want to connect with this person I care about so much. And
Right.
then it is like, yeah, and then they're just missing the ball a little bit. I would get pissed too. I would
absolutely.
get so mad.
Yeah. Well, I also wasn't clear about what I wanted to like communicate with him
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Like when he died, there was like a lot of messiness, unfinished business, and I was very angry. And so I essentially wanted an apology from him. This is psychotic. If you think
Oh,
I don't know it's psychotic, it is totally psychotic. But I essentially wanted him to apologize for various things. And so I was like, oh, just talk to my dad. And she was like, oh my God. He was like, oh man, he's like really happy and at peace. And I was like, I don't care. Like, tell me more
no,
about
he
like,
can't be, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he shouldn't be.
He
He
shouldn't
shouldn't
yeah,
be.
be.
exactly. I was like, I don't give a fuck if he's at peace. Like, stop. Like, I don't, so it was my fault too. Cause I was like, can you get him to apologize? I finally did see a psychic where I was like, can you just get him to apologize? And she was like, he won't.
That's fascinating. Did that make you feel
Whoa.
like it was him or not him? Like he
No,
Yeah,
was,
like
I
that.
think
This
it
was
was
real.
him.
yeah.
If it resonated, they were like, he's just not, he doesn't see a need to go there. And I was like, accurate.
That's wow.
It's so wild too, because I do think there is this kind of like overarching thought that when we die, we have like a greater understanding of life. And it's like, well, not
Yeah.
immediately, not
Right.
necessarily. And you're
Yeah,
not
maybe
like,
never.
yeah. And it doesn't mean like
Right.
when someone dies, it doesn't mean they're like all of a sudden they can see the future and tell you what's going to happen. Like, nah, not necessarily, dude.
Right.
Yeah. I think people are still, it made me be like, oh, yeah, exactly what you said, Marcy. Like, I think I had this idea that you become a greater version of yourself.
Yeah.
And when I talked to psychics that said stuff that resonated, I was like, oh, you're just still the same dad that I was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Fix him
Yeah.
first, too. Fix him.
Yeah. I was like, could you get him to like say stuff? But they did. The first psychic I saw did say stuff like, he's with his brother and he was an only child. But then my mom told me that his mom had a miscarriage.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
So that,
chills.
right. So that was
Yeah.
something where I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah,
And then,
was that more than I knew? Yeah.
yeah, that was something I had no idea about. He also said he was with his dog. And I know that when he was a kid, we never had a dog, but when he was a kid, he had a dog that he was obsessed with.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
So and then he did share that how proud he was of my sister.
Uh,
And
hello.
and I was like, thank you so much. I'm just gonna be here to facilitate. I was like, she's actually not here. Could you not bring her
Wow.
up?
Oh, yeah. He's saying he knows. He's saying he knows.
Yeah. And I'm like, thanks. Thank you so much for
Wow.
that.
So
Yeah.
maybe he was just talking about shoes to that one lady where he's like, well, I don't know. Let's talk about shoes. I had nothing to say.
I know. I know exactly. I was like, I'm not gonna give her. But I think you're right. I think spirits. I mean, that's why I don't know. It's strange. There's so many different aspects to it. Also,
Yeah.
have you guys ever seen? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say that about the medium thing. As we were talking earlier, I had this thought pop in my head that like if you were to run into someone who knew us mutually and you were
Yeah.
like, oh, I just met Marcy, and then they told you what they thought of me or like an interaction they had, it wouldn't necessarily line up with what your experience was and
Right.
or like their perception of me. Like you just never know.
Mhm.
Like, and mediums are just people, so like it's also their interpretation, and it's so
Right.
clouded by their experience too. So it's like that,
Whoa.
I think, also kind of gets in the way, and like, you know, and not for everyone. I think some are like very intuitive and great, but I think that
Yeah.
also
No,
happens.
I think you're right. It's a brave thing to do, to put yourself out there like that as the interpreter, because I think our expectations are so high. You have someone like me who's just like, all emotions and, you know, no respect for the fact that you're, you know what I mean? Like you're taking time, just being like, let's get it together.
But on the flip side of that, it could just be someone who maybe has a unique skill set and they're not ready to deliver these messages.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think in LA too, we see so many people that decide that they're spiritual vessels. And
yes.
So it makes me very cynical.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. Like, you're an idiot. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
you gotta take it with a grain of salt a lot of times. Right? Or like, I guess.
Have you ever like heard people's stories about their therapists, and when they tell you about their therapist, you're like, whoa, 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 that's not how it should go.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Oh my God. I've heard so many stories
or I guess a couple. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait, that is weird.
I had a friend whose therapist came to our improv show and I was like, that's crazy. I think that's he asked her if he could come and then he showed up and like brought her a present. And I was like, I don't think that's allowed. Like, I don't think that's how it should go.
It shouldn't go. Some people don't have boundaries with their therapists.
Well,
and
it's
it's
their
like
therapist's fault though, right? Like
it is their therapist's fault. It's no, you're so right. It's very, we're just in like a weird
well
people doing their best.
Humans don't really know shit
out there.
Don't really know shit.
No, we know nothing.
I think that's the thing. We have such a limited sense of understanding. Like I will never understand certain things. I will never be able to comprehend certain things that other people will. Like there are perspectives that I will just literally never understand.
Right. And like Socrates says,
oh, here
now
she
I'm
goes.
Quoting pretty much Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Again?
Hey, knowing that you don't know is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Recognizing that you're like, I'm not going to be able to understand this shit. That's huge.
Yeah. I think, well, I was, there's a seeking. I think for like my experiences, like with people who want to believe in that, there's this like seeking, just like this, just a general seeking of something more.
Mm-hmm.
And so you go, you know, tarot cards and blah, 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 and, you know, all of that stuff. And for what though? I think like I got to a point where I was like, what am I seeking? Like what are they going to tell me that I like?
That's going to like satisfy you and be like, okay, I'm good to go now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I don't want to know facts, like my future. You know, so I don't know. But I've seen Akashic Records readers before too. Have you guys ever done that?
I've never done a reading.
What is that? I've like heard of it, but I don't know really too much about it.
I can hook you up with an Akashic Records reader who's really, really sweet. And she's lovely and great. So Akashic Records, I'm going to get this wrong. If anybody's listening and they're an expert, they're going to be like, this girl is an idiot, but
they're very used to us.
I was going to say
not getting anything right.
They have been very patient then. If they've already listened and they're back again, they trust me, they understand.
I love it. Akashic Records is supposed to be the, essentially your, like all your past lives and future lives.
Oh.
So it's your book of life, essentially.
Okay.
And so it's like your records record all of your past lives into your future lives. And, you know, the Akashic Records reader will pull from that moments or mantras or, you know, areas to focus or something like that.
Great. Okay.
And you pull that, and that includes past lives too, which is always the interesting thing. So, yeah.
What happened in your reading?
I mean, mine again, sometimes I don't like the message being delivered, which is not their it's not their fault. It's not their fault. I was looking for something pretty grandiose, but what she said was fitting. She said that in my past life, I was a painter, and I would sit, in Europe, and I would sit by a river and I would paint every day. And I died before anyone recognized my work.
Whoa.
And so my and this is so sad, and I honestly means I should quit comedy, but my whole like future lives have been trying to be noticed in some way. And then essentially she told me that like in this life, this is not the life where that is going to be where I'm going to get the recognition that I seek. It's going to look different. That is for a future life.
Whoa, you're gonna be president.
Yeah. I know. Well, and I guess I'll just die again and be like, I wish somebody listened to that podcast.
Wow.
I don't know that I could handle that message, even though it's also like okay to not achieve a goal. I feel like we're so goal oriented in this life, and it's like, oh, actually that's probably not what life is about. Life probably isn't about being a famous painter. It might be about cultivating relationships and loving people.
Hey,
exactly. I think you nailed it. Exactly. I think when she told me that, I was like, fuck. But then if that were to be true, right? Then the important thing would be the personal growth and the fulfillment in the day-to-day versus the end goal of wanting people to go, she's brilliant.
Yeah. Do you think there's a possibility that in the corner of the room there was some spirit guide that was like, tell her this so she seeks vengeance through success and fame? And then after she tells you that, she turns to the spirit guide and winks, and you're like, what was that? Is there any chance that it was just a ploy to get you to really fight,
really work hard?
I think anything's possible, also because unfortunately nothing fuels me better than revenge and rage.
Whatever it takes.
I love the idea of nobody cares, but I'll be like, this person doesn't think I'm good enough and I'm going to show them. And it's like, nobody's thinking about you. Literally, nobody's thinking about you.
I relate.
It is wild to just kind of be like, none of this matters. Like,
yeah.
Not in a bad nihilistic way, just in a way of like, who gives a shit, man?
Especially in like an anti-capitalist way, especially like,
right.
I like to survive and I'd like to enjoy what I do.
Yes.
But like, it doesn't matter. Like, I have very successful friends, and then we're all just sort of the same people, and no one has an easy life, even if they have more things and money and access. Like, they still work really hard. They, it's like they still have problems. They still have family members.
The same thing. Yeah. Still want to be like on the TV show or whatever it might be.
They want to be on the next one. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's always something, there's always something next. There's always all the comparison, and it really is, it's bonkers. We live in such a psychotic little bubble of hell.
It's so weird.
And we raised our hands to get in there, and we're like, get me in. Get me in there.
I chose poverty to be in this industry. Chose it.
Yeah.
And now it's too late to get a real job.
It's so funny. During the pandemic, I've genuinely contemplated quitting, and and I talked to my therapist about it a lot. And she was like, at a certain point, she was like, Okay, so I think we've come to the conclusion you will never quit. So you have to stop saying you're quitting. And you also have to just figure out how to live, but you're never going to quit. And so I'm like, well, that's not, I'd like it one way or the other, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I literally was on the phone with my agent this week and I was like, I just need to know, like, should I start applying at like my local grocery store? Because I think it would not be bad. I mean, it's too cold in there. I do think it's too cold.
That's such a good point.
It is so cold.
Every time I go to any grocery store, I'm like, I ask the cashier, how can you stand this? It's so cold in here.
What's the coldest grocery store that you would go to?
Trader Joe's in Silver Lake is just so cold.
Wow.
I think it's so cold there.
Do you think it's because it's all open freezer?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely. And it's in the center of the store there. It's in the center and the entire perimeter. Because some of them are laid out a little differently. Oh my God. You have fixed, like, you figured it out. Like, that's exactly why that one is so cold.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just every Trader Joe's I've ever been in, I need 4 coats.
And also, why am I crazy that grocery store employees are some of the nicest people in the world? They're like UPS drivers. Like I always think they're so nice. Like I always love chit chatting.
Me too. Like I like talk to every single person at the grocery store who works there. They're so nice. They're so cool. Yeah. They're always just like, good to see you. I'm like, hey man.
That's why I'm like, if I need a job, that seems like I mean, I'm sure it has its own hardships, but because it's so cold. But tell me, Akashic Records, you would
figure out how many layers you need.
You've literally been in a past life. You worked at, what do they call it? A package store? No, what the fuck did they call it? Like an Old Town General store.
Oh yeah,
fun. Yes.
That's where you belong, is at a store selling goods
in like Montana.
I could see myself having a very, very happy life where I just get everyone in town has to see me and I get to chat with them. I was just
going to say, like, you get all of the gossip. Like, you are the, like, beacon light. You're like, everybody's like, just go to, Marcy knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marcy will tell you everything that's happening in this town.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, that's a TV show idea if I've ever heard one.
Oh.
Montana Marcy.
Montana Marcy Mart.
Montana Marcy. I feel a pilot.
Honestly, that might be my stripper name.
Oh, dude!
Mountains. I'll get my
yeah. Welcome, Montana Marcy.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's perfect.
Now I need to get Akashic Records to check in on that.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Yeah, I'll send you her name. She's great. Her name's Helen. She was introduced to me by another comedian. We're all so mentally ill. It's unreal.
But I think that's the great thing that we found doing this podcast is like there's so many people who have questions, who are curious, who want to know about what is beyond this life. And then have also like seen some really weird shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
right.
Sure.
Now,
for sure.
Have you had any experiences like that veer into like past psychics and mediums, like veering into the paranormal or unexplainable?
Yes, to a certain degree. I've always sought it out. Which is I think why they're like, stop. She like wants it too bad.
That's our theory.
Yep.
It's the dating theory. Yeah.
Yep.
Because when I was younger, I used to go, and I grew up in New Jersey. And so in New Jersey, they have this magazine called Weird New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's the coolest fucking thing ever. And I would go to every place in Weird New Jersey And I would go to like all the abandoned asylums and all of that stuff.
You had to have run into Chris Gethard all the time then, right? I feel
all the time. No, but I never had an experience there. The closest thing was that when my dad died, my mom, my sister, my aunt, and I think my husband was there. I can't remember, but we were sitting at a table in our kitchen and we were arguing, which is on par. And we were all yelling.
Jersey strong.
We were yelling at each other. Yes. We were all yelling at each other and getting really fucking mad. And then the pantry was like right behind us, and the pantry light bulb it had a light that was just, you pulled the string.
Mm-hmm.
It just burst.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's some like poltergeist
That's pretty
stuff.
paranormal.
Right?
That's spooky.
Yeah.
That is very poltergeist, like all this energy, like
yeah. It just like it burst and it cut through, and we were just like, what?
Whoa.
How did everyone in the room take it? Did anyone else think it was like paranormal?
My mom is on board with all of this. I've made her see the Akashic Records reader that I've seen. I've like bought her a gift card to see.
Cool.
Like my mom is so on board with all this shit. So
That's
my
fun.
sister, I don't know as much. My aunt she was, I don't know where her brain was, but I was like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. That was the closest, I think.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's it. That's intense.
That's a big one,
that's
I
cool.
think, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
To play it off as I'm not sure. I feel like that is kind of a...
No, I mean, the skeptic in me
bulbs
wants to
blow out, but
sure.
they don't explode, right?
The thing is I don't know. I was like, you know what? Maybe that just happens. Like
Right.
It's got it. Maybe there's a science thing, but for it to happen in that timing, and now it's been, I don't know, 15 years, like 15 years or something like that, or like 12, 13. I don't remember, but it's been over 10 years and I've never seen a light bulb explode. So
now, does your husband get down with the paranormal with you, or is he sort of like, that's your thing and leave me out of it?
No, it's so interesting because I think it's evolved with him because he also is really into the alien shit.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
He's like very up on what's going on with alien stuff in the government. Yes. Not in a crazy way. He's not like an obsessive weirdo, but it's really interesting to him. And also I put like my 18-year-old cat down in April.
Oh, sorry.
And it was yeah, thank you. It was awful, it was like a big thing, but when we put her down, we would still get like, he started to be like, oh, the floor would creak where she used to walk.
Oh.
And so even then he was like, okay, well, it does kind of feel like the spirit of her is here.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah. So
she's hanging out. She's hanging out for sure.
She's for sure hanging out. She's figuring out who's next to live here.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant to die. And I was like, oh God.
No, she is. She actually is the cat of death now. That's what she became. No, yeah, like, no, we literally in her sunspot by the door, we would like hear the floor and we were like,
wow. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was very nice. It was comforting.
Did your husband have anything to say about the recent Miami aliens at the mall?
So I have a rule about alien stuff because if he had it his way, he would give me updates daily. And I have a limited look until an alien comes. I'm skeptical of the government. I'm skeptical of the information we receive. I believe that anything's possible. Of course there are aliens. Why wouldn't there be?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that is completely plausible. I don't care about the politics around it though. I don't care who saw it. I don't believe that anything is gonna happen until they kill us all or save us. You know, that's what
right.
I don't want to think about it until I have to, is kind of how I feel. It's like other scary things that happen in the world. I'm like, I'm upset about it. I can't do anything. And maybe I just limit how much I know for now until the aliens are here.
Right.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel. So the rule is that only occasional updates. He'll come and he'll go, can I just give you an alien update really quick?
That is so cute.
Lindsay, please, can I tell you about this alien really fast?
Come on, it's a good update.
No, I know. He's like, I just have to tell you about this thing.
Oh my gosh. Someone loving or being into aliens and then having a partner who's not interested would be like me being with someone who didn't care about reality TV. And I would be like, but I just actually need to tell you about Scandival really quick if I can.
Real fast.
It's kind of a bigger deal than I think you understand.
100%. 100%. It's like I care and I'll entertain it, but otherwise he doesn't care about half the stuff I look at. I'm like, there's this TikTok and he's like, no.
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm like, I know. I was like, look at this cat. Look at this. He's like, I don't care. I really don't care.
Now, in your exploration, has there been any particularly, even if you didn't experience something, but a place that really the lore of it was so scary or spooky in your a place that, what am I trying to ask, Betsy?
a really, where's kind of the spookiest place maybe that you've explored?
Yeah, because we always want to go ghost hunting and then we just never do.
We got it, man.
I will say, and maybe it was because I was a kid and so the memory or the feelings sit with me. But when I was a kid, we used to go to this tiny town, no cell phone service or whatever. We would use payphones in the Adirondacks called Indian Lake. And there were so many stories about the history of the Native Americans who lived there before we murdered all of them. And just so much history with the lake and the area. And it was just so nature focused that I always felt, to the point of I would have meltdowns when I was a kid because I would get so scared that there was a spirit that was gonna haunt me. So I feel like that's the spookiest place to me.
Yeah. It just, for some reason, spooky to me too. Those mountains are spooky.
Mountains are spooky. Mountains in general, all mountains are spooky.
Mountains are spooky and stuff happens in woods that no one will ever know about.
Right.
No one will ever know if a body is there. There's mountains where we will just never fucking know. Nature is, I think, the spookiest.
Yeah. Nature's, because people can get lost in mountains forever.
Yeah.
And then it is we also don't even know what paranormal stuff is going on in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so spooky.
Yeah, there was a wilderness guy recently who just went off somewhere where maybe he got into a little trouble off trail. And so he was calling for help and they knew where to find him. But in the 6 hours it took, he died. It took no time for the elements to get him.
Oh,
wow.
And that's how scary it can be. And that it's gonna be fine. But then you're unless any old thing goes wrong and you're isolated and it's so scary.
Too spooky.
Yeah.
That would be the worst place to have any alien or ghost thing happen. Like, what if in the middle of the woods, we don't even know about it because we only think about ghosts haunting houses, and you hear about haunted forests, but what if like literally like they are truly just fucking up the forests? They're just out there like messing with deers. That's why deer, you could tell a deer has seen a ton of ghosts. They all look spooked.
100%. I'll also say that in New Jersey, I'm from a smaller town, and New Jersey has one of the things I like love about it, but like there's graveyards from the 1700s.
Yes.
So that are just like on the side of the highway. So so there would be abandoned churches and stuff that we would go to, that we would look at random people's graves and just be like, fuck, this body is just here and nobody know, like you can't even see who it is on the grave anymore. There was like a whole thing that existed in this space that, you know, now is next to a guardrail off of Route 78.
Oh, right. Like Snicker bar wrappers flying on it and stuff.
Yeah. And the center of my hometown is this old mill in Clinton, New Jersey. That's like their thing. It's like an old mill from, I don't know, 1600s, 1700s.
Whoa. Really old mill.
Whoa.
Yeah. And they do a haunted house every year there, but it is legit creepy.
Yeah. It probably is actually haunted too.
Yeah. And there are, I'm remembering now. Sorry. I'm just like remembering a bunch of, so there is a house that I grew up by where I think the story behind it was that it was during the Revolutionary War. It was used as a hideout for, I don't know, the good guys. Good guys, who knows?
Us?
Obviously my history. Yeah.
I think we would consider ourselves the good guys in the Revolutionary War, right?
Right. I mean, we won, but they were.
That's who gets to decide.
Yeah,
exactly.
Truly, have you ever heard a winner say they were the bad guys?
Oh,
No.
Hey,
You have a great point.
That's some really bad news for everybody.
Uh-oh.
No, it's. I think the lore was that they were printing counterfeit money there, and they were hiding in this like old house, and they got caught, and then they were hung in the backyard. And so and you see this preserved house from the Revolutionary War, and you're like, well, which tree?
Whoa, of course.
And that felt spooky. Revolutionary War soldier spooky is spooky to me.
That's spooky.
Yeah, because even
East Coast is spooky.
Yeah, it's spooky. Like, even in the best of times, those soldiers were not having a good day for our taste, at least.
No, not one bit.
No,
where did you go to the bathroom? No, I couldn't.
Dear Lord, no.
Can you imagine having any kind of stomach issue in the 18, 17, 1600s?
And you know, everybody did all the time. They couldn't drink water.
They constantly were getting dysentery, like left and right, center.
Everybody was smelling and having diarrhea. Everybody stunk.
I think about old time, like the glorifying of like even going back to Europe and the Renaissance and stuff like that. I'm always like, what did they smell like though?
Oh,
because that,
and
I want to know,
what is the shelf life for other people's diarrhea making you sick in the streets? Like how long can that kill me?
Right. Where they're like, we just throw buckets out our windows.
Oh.
And then we all just walk in each other's shit.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
When does that get safe? Like, you know, like radioactivity takes like what, thousands and thousands of, or like a million years before it's not dangerous. Like, how about old timey European dye? Like, what's that?
Right. Well, and people's teeth were rotting in their head. And so they're just like walking around with like of flesh rot in their fucking mouth.
I never even thought of that part.
Yeah.
That is so fucking gross.
Do you think they just like were so used to stinky bad smells and it didn't affect them?
I think so. Because
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna. I agree. I think they were used to it.
Because they would have like rich people would have like handkerchiefs and stuff that had like stuff sewn into it so they could cover their noses because everything stunk so bad. And you know they stunk so bad.
Oh yeah.
Because they were like, well, we get to bathe 2 times a week.
That's the other thing. They're bathing in like a fucking like tin can. Like like all the I feel like I love period pieces. So I love watching TV shows. I'll watch any TV show where it's like oldie timey. But then anytime I see them bathing, they always try to make it. There's usually a part where there's like a woman who's seducing someone in a bath. And in reality, I'm always like, that water has salmonella in. There's no way.
Everybody's getting sick after this seduction. Like everybody's getting sick. Honestly, I think about that all the time whenever I watch a period piece where I'm like, everybody's just diarrheaing and like just smelling awful. I think of that all the time.
When people like to romanticize anything beyond now, it's like, you think anyone was treated better, smelled better, felt better. Nothing was better than, honestly, as miserable as you are now, it's never been any fucking better. This is the best ever been. And don't you think otherwise?
Our toilets can handle stuff.
Truly.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, man. It's so true. I'm so glad you guys are on the same page because like I'm always the one ruining any period piece where it's like, yeah, your boobs are stuffed in a Victorian era dress, but like you stank. Like
smell, dude.
Yeah, like there's no way you don't smell.
Did they even know
it's a beautiful July day and you're like, it's so hot. You're all sweating and stinking. Oh.
Yeah. They're wearing they also are wearing so much clothes.
Too many clothes.
Honestly, I was going to say global warming is like the only equalizer we have because it is hotter now than it used to be. And so, but we have modern conveniences to like fight it. So,
right. Because also when they thought they had modern conveniences, it was like poison. It was just like, here, put aluminum, here, drink a bunch of aluminum and you won't smell. And people being like, okay, cool. And then dying.
Yeah. Right. Rub arsenic on your face.
Yes.
Yeah, try rubbing arsenic around your eyes and see if you feel weird.
Honestly, it's so insane we're alive.
I can't believe humans have made it this far. I've been thinking a lot about that the last couple of years of like, how did we fucking manage, man?
And I think Darwin might have been incorrect when he, like, the survival of the fittest. I think, like, maybe the dumber we are, the easier it is to survive because we're just sort of not getting bogged down in things.
I feel like you're onto something because it's kind of like the way, you know how they always say that if you're drunk and you get in a car accident, like if you're the drunk driver, you're less likely to get hurt because your body is like relaxed. I mean, objectively the worst person in that scenario would be the drunk driver, and yet they survive more than the other person they hit.
Yeah.
So I think you are onto something. I'm just saying.
Look, it's been said before that I might be onto something, and I never have been. So, Lindsay, do you have time to listen to a listener story with us?
Absolutely.
Okay, yes. I'm gonna pull one up.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
Hi, friends. So I have a story from about 6 years ago. When I was 21, my mom passed away, relatively unexpectedly. And then when I was 8, my dad had passed away. But growing up, I had never really had any like weird or memorable dreams about my dad. And I was closer with my mom, so I was kind of expecting for this to have more of an impact on my life. Especially too being 21 versus 8, that makes sense. But so I started having dreams about both of them, which was really weird. And that's what struck me as weird, that it was about both of them, not just my mom. And I would wake up from these dreams feeling like I legitimately just, spent time with them. And to this day, I haven't ever had a dream like these that, I felt so viscerally affected by. And during this time period, I was just really confused, and I was, talking to my friends and lamenting about all this, and I'm like, it just feels so weird, like, it's so confusing, and then I wake up and I, remember that they're not alive, so it was just a very strange feeling. And then eventually, maybe like a week after my mom passed, I had a dream that I was at my old gym in the locker room, and she was there, and I was talking to her, and I'm like, it's so confusing. Like, it feels like you're there, but you're not. And she, looks at me and gives me a hug, and she goes, honey, I'm right here. And ever since then, I never had another dream that felt like that. I don't know if like my soul just felt super at peace or whatnot, but it was very, very wild. And since then, I have had medium readings done about my mom, one of which was Adela Levine, who, after you guys had her on the pod, I booked a session with her, and she was awesome. I absolutely love talking to her. She shared some tea that my mom spilled with her, so which was really funny. But yeah, overall, a little spooky, but also sweet and really comforting. So thank you guys. Love you so much. Love the pod. You guys are truly one of the brightest lights of my life. So thank you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Wow, that's too nice. Too nice.
You're the best listener.
We really do.
They're very rad.
Like, it's
They're
very
very cool.
No one's judging us harshly. Thank God.
I love that. That's so heartwarming.
It really is. Also, like, God, to lose a parent at 8 and then 21, that is so hard. Like, and
so hard.
Yeah, it's just such
sad.
Big fundamental, like, foundational losses, for
really big,
so young,
big moments of growing, big times,
important moments in life. Yeah. Like,
well, and also it can lead you. I mean, she sought peace, which is like, she didn't have to. She could have been mad and traumatized, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And she probably still is, but like, it sounded, I'm assuming, she was seeking peace, which is very sweet. It's very big.
Yeah. Also, I like the idea that, acknowledging in your dream that your mom's not there, and then her saying, no, I am here, and then not having that dream again is sort of like very powerful too, that like, she was like, that was what I wanted you to know. Like, in case you were wondering, that was all I needed you to know.
I love that.
And then here's some shit talk. This is why Adela is a friend of the pod and a very great, she's a great psychic medium, intuitive, but she will in readings, like, there's ghost gossip.
Okay, maybe I need to book a session with her. Maybe I need to get back in the game.
She's rad. She's great.
He has told me things that I'm like, oh my God, because sometimes, like, people who are in spheres that I might be interested in, like reality TV, like, she's had some crossover there where she like didn't know who they were, but then the ghost had some tea about somebody, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't even like she's breaking confidentiality. It's like, no, a ghost knew something about somebody on a show. It's
obsessed. I am gonna book with her.
We'll give you her info.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah, like I like her vibes because it's not too like it's definitely not new agey.
No.
No, she's a Gen X.
That's what I like.
Yeah, she's Gen X. She's like, hey, she's not here for the like maybe it is woo-woo-y stuff, but that's not her attitude about it. So
right. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's dope. I love that.
Oh, I did too. I like that story. It was nice.
Yeah, it was very sweet. I like that. I'm glad it had a positive twist.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that is like the thing with so many of the stories we hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not like a scary ghoul trying to get you. I mean, occasionally
sometimes
it is. Sometimes it is.
Marcy.
Yeah. But sometimes it's like other like people who love us.
Yeah. No, for sure. I actually, the area that I have, I know the least about and I don't understand the most is like the real angry, negative, like quote unquote evil spiritual forces. That I genuinely don't know because it gets mixed up with dogma and religion and I get confused.
Yeah. And it's scary.
Well,
so it's easy to be like,
yeah, and
really
like evil, mean ghosts.
Into it. Yeah, like
that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't.
But to your point, though, the like kind of mixing it up with a religion is like really, it's really fucked up because like if you do reject religion, which I think a lot of people do these days, like especially because of like just the know that they're so that they can be so immoral
it's made up and fake.
Yeah.
Hey yo, yeah.
But and we've talked about this with other guests too, but there are parts of it that they shouldn't get to own just because they say it in a book. There are parts of it that maybe are not just for them, they're for all of us. And on the flip side, the scary side, which is like, and maybe there is bad or whatever we think of as bad, who knows? There could be another side to the story.
Yeah,
like I said,
it's
history's
so
written by the winners, right? And the living.
Yeah.
The winners and the living. No, it's so true. There's so many levels of that I don't understand. Or I don't even know how to identify it. I have I don't want to say demon. I don't want to say hell. I don't want to say like any of the stuff associated. So I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it is tough when you are like, I'm not Catholic anymore and I don't believe in that stuff, but this person sure does look possessed.
Exactly.
I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. I even think like angels gets really like, if you're not religious, then you kind of like, you're like, well, then I don't believe in angels. You're like, but maybe that's another thing though, that is here. I don't know. Like, because sometimes then things that should have killed people, me specifically, like, and I don't die, I'm like, had to be an angel or something, or at least like some kind of force making.
It's your team. It's your team.
You just call it my reps.
It's your reps taking care of you.
Yeah, my team's got my back. No, I think you're right. Angels, I think, has been adopted into more of just a general spiritual term because I have friends that are not religious and they'll be like, my angels were looking out for me, or like a guided meditation. I buy into that. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like, because I've heard a lot of different people, or like some people specifically be like, I don't believe in God necessarily, but I don't know how else to describe the ultimate force. So I shall use God as the term for that or whatever. And it's like,
it's short and sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. And people will get it if you kind of just be like, yeah, we'll call it God or whatever, or people call it spirit,
or
yeah. And
higher
I think
power.
with angels, it's like
saying the universe at this point, it's kind of like, okay, well,
sure,
are
we not allowed to do that?
No, we can, but it just makes it sound like, what are we talking about? Like, it's like saying my street is really looking after me. honestly, my street is. All of my neighbors, my street is fucking looking out for me. That's true.
Your street's looking out for you, man.
Oh my God.
Well,
yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's all. Who the fuck knows what any of this stuff is? The Akashic records, they know.
Yeah, they know all, man.
They know everything.
Oh man, Lindsay, this has been so much fun having you on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. This is the best, and I had so much fun. This was a pleasure for me.
Remind everyone where to see you live if they're in LA, or where to find you if they are not, or if for everyone who's on the internet.
Oh yes. No, I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Lindsay Adams is popular. We're talking about manifesting.
I love it.
And then I have 2 shows in Los Angeles, one in Eagle Rock on Mondays and one in Echo Park on Saturdays. And you can see me there. And then I have an album coming out later this year.
Oh, awesome.
Cool. That's exciting.
I know. It'll be really fun. I'm excited.
That's great.
Awesome. Have you recorded it yet? Or
I did. I recorded it, and now we're in the editing phase. And I'm excited. I talk in my sleep. I'm talking too much, but I talk in my sleep. And so I have recordings that I'm going to put in between the tracks. I'm really excited.
Now that's fun and spooky. I love that.
That's
spooky.
Awesome.
Oh my God.
Speaking of possessed, in my sleep, I am a different person.
Have you ever, I don't want to keep you too long, but have you ever had anything that really fucked you up from listening?
Fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the emotion from certain nights where I sound so scared or I sound so angry. There's one where I was watching a lot of Vampire Diaries. And so I think that's what, and I'm whispering in it and I'm like, I will exterminate every one of you one by one. And it was like the creepiest thing in the world.
Whoa.
Wow.
And do you remember dreams to go with, or no way?
No, not very rarely.
Yeah.
It's just fully out. And I use vocabulary I never use. Sometimes I say things the way I say them now. And it's very conversational, but sometimes it's genuinely, I don't know where the words came from. It's weird.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
Added incentive to listen to what will probably already be funny. So
yeah. Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. You're awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. You're perfect.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.